everyone. You are welcome to today's edition of Retirement Blues. We thank God for how He has helped us so far in our determinations to keep deepening awareness on retirement. I remain the promoter of this program, Mr. Chusudo Okonta, and the publisher of Eastpen Online News Channel. Today we have come again to uh, discuss a very good topic, something that we feel that is really necessary going by the situation that we are in now. Our focus is just on how to engender good retirement, and for people that are already retired, for them to keep enjoying, having worked hard to contribute, to the well-being of the nation and the society in general. Today we'll be looking at a topic that says how stable economy engenders good retirement. How stable economy engenders good retirement. That is what we look at. Let's see how we can tie, good retirement to the economy. That is just the breakdown of the topic. But before we go into the discussions, let's just highlight some few news guidelines. We got to know that the National Pension Commission recently just issued a guideline to that is a circular on how the pension fund administrators should treat the retirees, and in the circular, sanctions were actually spelled out, and because they got to know that maybe some PFAs are not actually servicing their retirement service account holders very well, and they've issued sanctions that will be meted on PFA, any of the PFAs that fail to carry out its operations as stated in the law. It's a very good one. We believe this one will really help, promote, the objective set in promoting the contributory pension scheme. And another good thing again coming from PENCOM is that regularly they have been, publishing the status of states, that have complied with the contributory pension scheme. This is seen as a naming and shaming approach, for states that have complied. Even the last time on this program, we actually highlighted it, that just only 4 states are fully complying, some that have no backlog of unremitted contributions. And we believe that as they keep on, publishing this status, it will really move these states that are behind for them to speed up and embrace this good scheme. And that is just the news we have. Let's just quickly go into our discussion. We all know that retirement is just about giving rest to people that have worked, people that have contributed to the development of humanity and even the society. It's a time for them to rest. But if the economy is not stable, if those things that will provide them the rest is not available, they may not have the needed rest. Their rest may not be, we won't say that they are having a good rest, because one thing is to rest, another thing is for you to have a good rest. And what we expect is that our retirement, our retirees, our pensioners, our elderly people that have contributed to the well-being of the society should have a good rest. What is expected at retirement is a good rest, not just rest, a good rest. But sometimes with the things that are happening, you see that even retirees, most of them, I don't think many of them are actually having this good rest that we are talking of today. And we want to see what the economy what the government should do, what the government should put in place to ensure that our retirees, our pensioners have a good rest. These are just the things that we want to highlight today. As I've said earlier, that our topic is how stable economy engenders good retirement. What are those things that are actually needed to engender good retirement? We'll just take them one after the other. Let's look at the area of health. We need good health care for retirees to actually have good rest. Because if the healthcare system is in bad shape, you go to a retiree goes to the hospital, they are asking him to buy everything, there's no bed space, he runs from one hospital, things that he's supposed to, get with ease. At that age, they cannot struggle like young people. Their attention is supposed to get adequate attention. But when they get to the hospitals, the drugs are not there, the doctors are not there, you have to wait for hours before you meet a consultant, and it becomes tiring for the retiree. A retiree that's supposed to rest, you see them struggling. I've been to one government hospital. It took me almost 5 hours before I was able to meet a doctor. Imagine if I am a retiree, how will one be able to actually cope? That is why we are praying through this program that the government should make sure that our healthcare system is working. Because this act of traveling abroad for just simple a little email for Qatar for cough, I don't think we need to continue like that, because those places that we are going to, it was people that actually put those healthcare that we are enjoying over there. People that just put the system, that make the system to work. We must make our own healthcare system work so that our retirees will have good retirement. Another good thing that the government should do is the issue of good transportation system. A good transportation system. Imagine bad roads everywhere, a retiree old person driving his vehicle, just dancing in potholes. Before the person gets home, he begin to complain of waist pain, begin to complain, have different health challenges. Our road system should be okay. Our air system should be okay. Presently, look at what is even happening. Imagine a retiree now that want to travel from Lagos to Abuja. If such a retiree does not have money and want to go by land, go by road, look at the stress that the person has to go through. But for the person to travel, for you to travel now from Lagos to Abuja, you must have almost 51,000 naira just for one trip. You are coming, let's say 51,000. That is almost spending over 100,000 to fly just for 1 hour journey. I don't think is a good one. And a retiree that doesn't have much, how much is the person earning that you'll be able to use 100,000 just for a journey, to Abuja, even to Asaba, almost the same thing, to anywhere you want to go now, you want to fly by air, the fare is actually on the high side. And our retirees need this comfort. It is not easy to travel by road now, but at least if our air is affordable for one to fly, I think it is a good thing for retirees at old age to fly. But when they don't have the means, how will they actually fly? These things should be looked into. The rail system, thank God that this government has been they've been working since they came on board to improve the rail system. The rail system should be properly put in place. The challenges that we are having, whereby maybe you are in a train, the train will break down. Imagine last time I was just coming from Lagos, I boarded the train. Halfway, the train broke down. Well, we waited and waited, no information. After a while, we have to find our ways. Imagine, and that was almost 8 o'clock in the evening. Imagine if a retiree is there. the train breaks down. We saw on the social media how one train that was coming from Ibadan had an issue midway. These things should be looked into so that our retirees can have good retirement. They want to travel by road, the road should be okay, not that the little money that they are using to take care of themselves, they begin to use to fix their vehicle. They want to fly, they should be able to afford it. They want to use the rail system, the rail system should take them to where they are going to, should take them to their destination. That is for transportation. And the another key one is the issue of stable electricity supply. Recently, all of us, we are just coping with it because they said the grid collapsed, and it has been an issue, for retirees, even for them now, those that have generator to power, but those that are using fuel, the price of fuel now is even so high that to get it is very expensive. Some filling stations are selling at 200, 250, 300, per liter. And for those that are using plants that require diesel is 500 and above. How will our retirees, how will they cope? How would they be able to actually survive this harsh economy, this harsh condition? These things must be looked into. The issue of electricity, government have been coming, these are promises that have been making, this issue should be resolved. The heat that is now is not what our retirees should, at least they need something to cool their system. The issue of stable electricity should be looked into. Is very key. Even those that are using generator, the issue of fuel diesel should be looked into, so that if the power from the is not available, they can power their own house through their generator and their plants. This is very key. Issue of stable electricity is very key. Another good thing that we feel that government should do to give our retirees good retirement is the issue of security. The issue of security should be looked into. Our retirees, at old age, when they hear any little sound, they will be afraid. The issue of security should be looked into. Our retirees should not be left vulnerable to the hand of kidnappers and other petty things that happens around. The issue of security should be improved upon. Then another key thing is the issue of affordability of commodities. Now the price of everything, it has skyrocketed. And how much is this? How much is our retirees earning? That to buy a bag of rice now, what most of them earn cannot even buy a half bag of rice. And you still want them to enjoy. You want them to have good. How would they actually have this good retirement when they cannot afford the basic needs, small things that they needed? Egg is almost 100, or one egg now is almost 100 naira, 120. And if we are not talking of beverage, how would they be able to afford all these things with the money that they are receiving? All these things should be looked into to actually encourage good retirement. Another good thing is stable education system. Now ASUU is on strike. The retirees, most of their children are in school. At least the education that they're supposed to acquire within a space of 4 years, because of strike, the thing extends to 10 years. They keep paying, keep feeding these children. If a child graduates after 4 years, begin to look for a job, that child can begin to take care of himself. But how can a child that that's supposed to graduate within a space of 4 years, 8 years, the person is still in school, the retiree, the parents are still spending on that person? This issue should be looked into for us to actually encourage good retirement. Another good thing is regular and timely payment of their retirement benefit. Amidst all these challenges, sometimes their payment don't come even as it ought to. Their payment should be regular and it should be timely, so that at least they'll be able to have fun to meet their needs. The issue of unemployment should be looked into too, because when a retiree invests in his or her children, he invests with the mindset that when the children actually get employed. The little thing that he or she is earning, he or she can use it to take care of himself. But a situation whereby after the children graduate, there is no job for them, it becomes very complex. You see retirees, even the little stipend that they are earning, they are still using it to take care of their graduates at home. This is not good. We must encourage a good retirement, and this should be done by making the economy stable. Then the good one, good housing. It's not good for a retiree to retire and still be a tenant. The government should work on this issue of mortgage. It's very, very, very fine for retirees to retire into a comfortable abode. Is a good one. And the last one we highlighted there is the issue of the polity. If the polity is heated, like if maybe things that are coming from the political sector is things that are worrying, the retirees, they too will be worried, because all of us are in the system, and this can cause problem for them, can cause in-head for them when they look at the economy, that the expectations are not being met. This can cause problem. These issues that we have identified, 10 issues that we have identified, should be looked into to encourage good retirement. Thank you for giving us your time today. By the grace of God, we will still come your way, and we are actually determined to make sure that we entrench good retirement in our country. Remain blessed, and we'll see you again in the future.